Hello, lacrosse friends. Welcome to the first game of the final weekend of the Arena Lacrosse League East regular season. The Peterborough Timbermen wearing their red with the blue shoulder caps, going left to right and having first possession. For the moment, they actually give it up to the Oshawa Outlaws wearing the blue with the white shoulder caps. Playoff positioning is on the line this weekend. Peterborough can finish as high as third if they win today, and Paris loses their game against Whitby, and we're down to fifth. St. John with the first shot stopped by Will Johnson, the starting goaltender for Peterborough. Oshawa, meanwhile, can finish as high as fourth if they win today by 3 goals or more. And they were as low as seventh because they're in a 3-way tie for fifth right now with the Toronto Monarchs and St. Catharines Shockwave. Mitchell Jeffroy with the first possession. There's a shot in the first save by Lucas Nagy, who's back with the Outlaws. A nice deceptive little outlet pass as he gets ahead to Ryan Nolan, who will trot into the offensive zone. That's Nick Andrioli. Cheeto fakes, hands it off to St. John. St. John across to Jake McNabb. He gets it back to St. John. Andrioli cuts. St. John opts to go to the far side to Josh Gilray. His shot is wide. 5 on the shot clock. They try to get it over to Jake Gilmore. It went up into the Peterborough bench, and the Timbermen will have possession. There's Aaron Woods. We've already seen John St. John. These two are tied at the top of the Arena League East scoring race. They each have 56 points. So very likely we're going to have a scoring champion decided today at the Millbrook Arena. Woods with a hard rip from the outside, but it's right in the belly pad. Caleb Bingley tried to swat that one in. It was knocked aside. Here's Gage Board racing down after it. It's a little too far for him. Still bouncing around. It's going to roll behind the crease. Will be picked up by Brian Rice, who has been one of the leading scorers all season. Missed a couple of games. Just dropped him down. Very different scoring profiles for Woods and St. John. Woods has 31 goals and 25 assists. St. John, 13 goals and 43 assists to get to their 56 points. Here's Oshawa with a nice forced turnover. Tate Katoni will tuck it under the pressure from Todd Chapman as he awaits the rest of his teammates. They're out there now, and he'll give it off to Luke Laskowitz. Laskowitz is in the hunt as well. He has 53 points, just 3 behind, and he'll add another one because he should have an assist on that one. The rip by Cheeto Andrioli, making it 1-0 Oshawa, 2:21 into the first quarter. Laskowitz with 26 goals, 27 assists coming in. I believe he gets a 28 there. We'll listen to the announcement by Anna Taylor on the PA. Jordan Ackey lines up for this face-off, replacing Riley Morgan, who took the first one. Mikhail Chulin is there to take it for Peterborough. It pops out loose. Chris Veltman going after it. Bobbles it, but does come up with the ball. Hands off to Will Cecile. Fun to see him out on the floor. He had a fantastic World Juniors last year in Winnipeg, playing for Canada East. So Tate Katoni getting an assist, and Laskowitz, sounds like he got the first assist, the primary, so that does move him up to 54 within 2 of the co-leaders. Gage Board with a loose ball on the rebound. Oshawa will set up and try and extend their early lead. St. John takes it to the restraining line. Bingley out on him. Big pick from behind there by Gilmore. Open up some space. Now Gilray is going to go back to the top to St. John. McNabb lets one rip. It sounded like it hit Zach Thompson on the way in, but it got through. Will Johnson had to make a save. Oh, they try to hit Board right on top of the crease. He's through the crease, can't take a pass right now. Now he can. He's cleared. St. John over to the far side. Here's Gilmore. Back to St. John. Surveys and finds McNabb. Rips one. Foot save. Fresh 30 for the Outlaws. Johnson makes that stop. Could be another 30 as Gage Board is in there fighting for it. Got the ball and immediately moves it. Penalty coming to Oshawa for illegal substitution. Oshawa doesn't like that call. Joe Hiltz, assistant coach, is having a chat with his players, I think, about their substitution patterns. Steve McCarthy, the head coach, along with Hiltz, and Jeff Dowling helps out with Oshawa, although I don't think he is here today. So Peterborough going to the power play. Brian Rice, as usual for them, playing mostly defense, but will step to the top of the power play unit Mitchell Jeffroy and Fred Hartley, the other lefties. There's Woods at the shooter spot, Chullen down low. Backdoor attempt, Jeffroy with the quick stick, but stopped by Nagy. Zach Thompson and Chris Veltman at the top on the penalty kill. Aki and this is going to be a penalty to Mikhail Chullen for delay of game. It's actually an interference call, reaching in and checking the goaltender's stick when he has possession in the crease. You can rake in there and try and get it, but once the goalie has it, you've got to let him go. Saw one last night in one of the NLL games where the goalie had it. Even if his feet are in the crease and the stick is outside, you still can't check that stick. It's a pretty easy call for the forwards. That makes it 4-4, 4-on-4. Here's Laskowitz with some space, rips it. That one was tipped, I think, partially blocked. Katoni goes to the net. He's stopped by Johnson. It rolls through. A pair of Timbermen there. Justin Bragg is running up the floor, but Laskowitz backtracks to pick him up. This is the captain, or one of the alternates, Stephen Borden, handing it off. I saw Brian Rice wearing the C today. Woods to Bedore. 1:04 left on the first one. Woods in, scores! What a job to take that pass from Bragg, avoid the crease, and tuck that one home to tie things up 1-1. Oh, sorry, to make it 2-0. Right, the earlier goal was also... Wait, no, that's 1-1. I was right. Scoreboard is wrong. Chris Veltman comes up with the loose ball. Hands it off to Will Cecile. Cecile hands it off. I thought he was going to stay for an offensive shift for a bit. St. John rips one, scores! Johnny St. John through the check, finds the bottom far corner, and you see Will Johnson adjusting himself to see what he had to do to take that angle away. That will make it 2-1 Oshawa. A quick response to the Peterborough marker with 9:57 to play in the first. We're still 4-on-4 for another 39 seconds. The goals are coming fast and furious at this point. Caleb Bingley out to take the draw. Up against Riley Morgan for Oshawa. Bingley tried to rip it out, wasn't there. Morgan almost had it. It's going to roll to Brad Lyons, also wearing an A. There's Woods. Cecile and Niall Sear both out on Woods. He hands it off. This is Brian Rice. Pick coming from Joel Wright. There's the roll in the feed, but that one was blocked out front. Woods trying to fight his way through. Oh, what a rip. Aaron Woods. Oshawa has scored 2 goals. Aaron Woods has twice responded. That'll give him 33 goals and 58 points on the season as he once again goes one ahead of John St. John. This is going to be a fun race to keep track of for the scoring championship. John St. John, the defending scoring champ. Trying to go back-to-back. Bingley and Aki. Aki just kind of shoves Bingley out of the way. The ball was still sitting there. Pops up in the air, and Veltman, no surprise, comes away with it. Bingley all over him, runs him into the double team. Nice job by Chapman. Todd Chapman getting in there. But they didn't take away the outside roll, and Veltman was able to force his way to the net and draw a penalty. That's going to be Bingley going for 2 or less. That means in 1 second, Oshawa will go up 5-on-3 for 25 seconds. So Laskowitz was called back to the bench. The player comes out. He'll go up. And they're going to have him stay back as they go 4-on-3. Quite a conversation going on over at the Oshawa bench. St. John behind the back. Backdoor, quick stick. Gilray thought he had it. Johnson picked it up, grabbed it in his hand, tries to hit Bragg on the outlet pass. It's too far. It's picked up by Gage Board. Board sprinting into the offensive zone, hands it off to McNabb. Board will stay back it's 5-on-4 now, so he'll go in and join the power play. Backdoor attempt. The quick stick stopped off the stick of Katoni. Johnson getting quickly to his post. Katoni at the top bounces it over to McNabb. Low shot, that's off the foot of Borden. And up out of play, and he's not able to hide the fact that I hit him because that one stung. So fresh 34 Oshawa. They've still got a minute 15 on their power play. Starts with Lucas Nagy back in his own end, so he just rolls it to Laskowitz as Oshawa goes strong right, has Laskowitz at the top. You usually see him over at the shooter spot, but he can be dangerous from anywhere. There's St. John, a lefty shooter, rips one saved by Johnson. Borden takes a big forecheck hit from St. John. Now Gilray on him. One hand whips it ahead to Woods, but it's a little too far. It'll bounce into the Oshawa bench. The Outlaws get it back. 51 left on the power play. Laskowitz has it. Rice and Bragg at the top on the penalty kill. Looks like Lyons and Borden down low once again. McNabb rips it, goes far side, had Johnson looking the wrong way, but hit the post and crossbar joint, and it rolls all the way down to Nagy. Laskowitz will get it back. 32 on the power play. Same penalty killers for the Timbermen stayed out. Underhand shot by Laskowitz, saved by Johnson. Rolls out to St. John, who quickly flips to Tony. Backdoor to Gilray. He finds St. John across the floor. Good ball movement, but another save by Johnson. 13 on the power play as St. John gets it back. Fakes low, goes to Laskowitz. Backpedals, drags, and scores. What a rip by Laskowitz, and a penalty coming. Bragg's going to go to the box as the slash was after the shot. Pretty fine line timing because it looked like the shot was taken, then the slash happened, then the ball went in. So I'm not sure how that works. I guess they're saying the ball went in first. Oh, actually, you know what? No, it's going to wipe out the first penalty, and then Bragg goes in to serve his too, right? Because there was still 7 seconds on the power play. My mistake. So Oshawa scores on the power play, goes right back to the power play as they go up 3-2. .7:26 to go in the first quarter. 3-2 Outlaws. Chullen and Morgan. Shane Withers blows it in, and they are grinding on this one. Morgan pulls it out straight to Veltman. Great draw for Riley Morgan. Here's Laskowitz, the last goal scorer.
Time of the goal, 7:34. Penalty on the play to Peterborough number 4, Justin Bragg. 2 minutes for slashing.
St. John, little fake up to Laskowitz. Laskowitz to St. John. Behind the back, Gilray misses on the quick stick. It gets up out of play. And that will take us past the midpoint of the first quarter. We will take the officials' timeout with 6:54 to go. Oshawa leading 3-2. This is the ALL on JVI Sports Network.
The second annual National Lacrosse League Alterna Cup competition this season. Canadian teams are competing in head-to-head matchups to capture the cup and be crowned the top Canadian team in the NLL. Check out NLL.com and Alterna.ca for up-to-date standings and the schedule. Circle K and the Froster Active Kids program are proud sponsors of the Arena Lacrosse League and its Junior All program. You can purchase a Froster at your nearest Circle K store. Thank you, Froster Active Kids.
So Peterborough's pulled the goaltender to get 5 runners out there to affect the clear. Then Jeff Roy will go back to the bench, and Johnson will head back in. Work perfectly, and Hartley gets the shot off. Nolan checking him just afterwards. Chullen will check, but it's Nolan coming away with the ball. Sorry, that's Mark DeBrone coming away with the ball on the rebound behind the net. And Oshawa back up to the power play. St. John will get it back. Katoni up top this time as they go strong left and put Laskowitz to the shooter spot. St. John rolls across the top behind the back. Katoni rips one, stopped again. Illegal pick called as Bingley was smashed to the ground. And Lions will come out of the Peterborough crease with the ball. And 40 seconds left now on the penalty. Lions gets checked by Woods. And that is going to be at least 2 for Niall Sear. And that's right up in the neck. We'll see how long he goes for. Didn't look like an intent to get to the high, but the initial point of contact was the neck. So that'll do it for the Oshawa power play. It's just 2 minutes. So we've got 4-on-4 for another 35 seconds. And then the Timbermen will go to the power play. There's 6 minutes to go in the first. Probably the right call. Like I said, no intent, and it wasn't straight to the head. It was to the neck. Here's Woods. Has both of Peterborough's goals. He'll hand it off to Jeffroy. Tried to pass to Chullen, who wasn't even looking. Here's Tompkinson. Rip, a nice save by Johnson. Tompkinson, I heard him joking last week or the week before about how he's not as quick as he used to be. Still looks plenty quick to me. He and Woods getting into it. Tompkinson's just following him around. Oh, that's a nasty one, the little slash to the hip. Woods responds by running to the net and getting a nice shot off, but it's stopped by Nagy. Rice picks up the loose ball. Cecile on him. Chullen was high. Peterborough now going to the power play as Hartley comes out to join them. Makes them strong left. Rice to Jeffroy. Rips it. That was blocked. The stick was checked. The ball was not. So as it goes out of play, it's Oshawa possession. Still 70 seconds on the Peterborough power play. Oriel Mandeville gets it ahead to Gilray. Lyman Beatty on him. Catches up. Checks him into the boards. The pass to Laskowitz got away. It goes to St. John, but that was Scotty Taylor on him. We're in the 88 today for Peterborough. Ball gets loose in St. John, has it behind his own net. Long pass. He's actually just throwing it down the floor because Oshawa was down to about 3 seconds on the shot clock. Now it's going to be a fresh 30 for the Outlaws as Peterborough possessed the ball and then lost it and goes straight to St. John. And they can kill all but 5 seconds of this power play. They go backdoor to St. John and it's offside. Oshawa players getting to the bench to take away transition, but Carter Badura goes to the net anyway, runs into the net, but he avoided the goal. That's the key after Nagy made the save. Here comes Ryan Nolan, having a terrific season for Oshawa, hands it off to Catoni. The penalty will expire, and we'll have 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. Oshawa up 3-2. I'm Stephen Stamp. This is the Arena Lacrosse League on JVI. Little sidearm shot, well wide, but it goes off the boards to McNabb, who rips one, just misses. Lions, nice little move to grab it, get by everybody, get into the offensive zone. Needs some help, finds it. Nice job by Chullen to be available. Good movement, Hartley scores. Peterborough is not always the sharpest offensive team, but they have some of the prettiest passing plays we have seen all season. That's an example. Jeffroy to right, backs down, hits Hartley, and the lefties make it happen. It's 3-3 with 3:38 to play here in the first quarter. Chullen and Morgan with another extended battle. Morgan looking where he wants to get it. Tries to rip it out, but it's not coming. Oh, it's stuck in his stick. 2 pumps. That should be Peterborough possession, but I don't think they saw it. You only get one try to get the ball out of your stick. Wasn't seen, so Oshawa comes away with the ball. Laskowitz. And to be fair, the officials on the other side where it's way harder to see. You and I, the camera and I, had a perfect view to see that one. Here's St. John. Pick coming from Andrioli. Goes back door. Doesn't connect with Keegan White, who I think was starting to move before he got the ball. Peterborough comes away with it on the rebound. Zach Thompson didn't realize there was another Outlaw behind him, so the ball is loose. Now Woods gets it. He is double teamed along the boards. Comes out with it. Runs to space. There's nothing but blue jerseys, but he nicely tucks it over to Zach Thompson. Wait, Riley Thompson. Zach is just up above him. The brothers pass to each other. To Woods. Another one for Aaron Woods. His third of the game. Man, has he got some silky mitts to finish that off and give the Timbermen their first lead of the game, making it 4-3 with 2:31 to go here in the first quarter.
Timberman goal, his third of the game, scored by number 7, Aaron Woods. Assists on the play, 217, Zach Thompson, and number 42, Riley Thompson. Time of the goal, 2:09.
Bingley and Taylor trying to double team Gage Board, but he fought out of it momentarily, and then the ball does come loose, and Taylor will head up into the offensive zone, goes to the net and shoots just off the far foot or the post, and Oshawa comes the other way. Here's Niall Sear. He is 1-on-4, so he wisely goes back, spins away, just trying to find some help. Catoni eventually makes himself available. He'll go down to St. John, who drops it. Oh, sorry, that's Jeff McNulty. Underhand pass, nifty little play to Josh Gilray, 10 on the shot clock. Rips one belly save right into the chest pad of Johnson. Outlet to Geddes, Jeff Geddes. Now he's 1-on-4, but he has lots of outlets, and we'll just pass it off to Chullen. Geddes staying to be of help, not needed, goes to the bench. Gets it to Hartley. Here comes Riley Thompson sprinting in as the fifth attacker, but they try to hit Chullen. He left it behind, and then there is a penalty coming. So Oshawa is upset because the penalty was not called by the official, who was right on top of the play. He was actually saying good, 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 and the other hand went up down in the corner to call that one, which will send the Timbermen, to a 5-on-4 advantage with 1:22 to go in the quarter. Peterborough leading 4-3. Brian Rice at the top once again on the power play. Tompkinson and Board at the top of the PK. Aki and Mandeville are the low men. Rice backpedaling, dragging. Now he reverses, goes to Woods. Rice wants to rip one. He does. It's blocked by Tompkinson. Chullen trying to grab that ball. Mandeville comes away with it. Slashing call. Huh. Mandeville glides through to the net and scores. Peterborough with some porous defense on the power play defense, and Mandeville just goes for everybody. Little twister, bounces it past Johnson. Shorthanded goal makes it 4-4 with 53.2 seconds to go here in the first. Still a minute 31 on the Timberman man advantage as Morgan and Chullen come to center. Morgan popped it out. Thompson almost had it, but it's Veltman coming away with the ball. He's 1-on-4, peels out and finds Tompkinson, who made himself available. The Oshawa captain hands it off to Cheeto Andrioli. His name is Nick, but it's after years of knowing him as nothing but Cheeto, it's hard not to call him that. So we'll go ahead with it. Here's Laskowitz up top to McNulty, who catches Johnson off guard. Catches everyone off guard, just bounces a long shot. That's a second shorthanded goal in 55 seconds of Peterborough power play time. Oshawa has gone back in front 5-4. And Steve McCarthy, who wasn't very happy with his club's defensive effort when they let Aaron Woods score his third goal of the game, dancing through everyone, seems quite a bit happier now with the two shorties. Morgan pulls it straight back to Tompkinson, hands it to Veltman. 23 seconds in the quarter. Yeah, Nagy's gone to the bench. It'll be 5-on-5 as they look for a final shot. You can hear Joe Hills yelling, one shot. There's 9 seconds in the quarter. 6 seconds, they'll start to go. Here's Catoni, drives through, hands it off down low. St. John was in perfect position but dropped the ball, and the quarter will expire with 37 seconds left on the Peterborough power play, and Oshawa up 5-4. I'm Steven Stamp. This is the ALL on JVI Sports Network. All right, we're ready to roll with quarter number 2. It is 5-4 Oshawa. In case you don't recall from the opening, the situation, Peterborough can finish third if they win today and the Paris Riverwolves lose their game to Whitby. If they win, they are sure of finishing fourth and no lower. But if Oshawa wins today by 3 or more, then they can move up and take fourth and drop Peterborough into fifth. The Timbermen cannot drop below fifth because they do win the season series against both Toronto and St. Catharines, who could catch them in the standings but would lose the tiebreakers. So Timbermen looking for third to fifth. Oshawa anywhere from fourth to seventh, because if they lose, Toronto and St. Catharines win. They're the only team with only 4 wins, and they would finish last. 6th and 7th place teams will play a play-in game next Saturday at Brampton Memorial Arena. And then on Sunday, we will have the 2 quarterfinal games, which will feature the third place team against the winner of that 6-7 matchup, and the 4th and 5th place teams, which right now, and the most likely scenario is that being a rematch of this Peterborough-Oshawa game. Nice outlet pass. Brian Rice is deadly, and that is why. What a pass by Justin Bragg on the outlet, and Rice with the power play goal in bench transition to tie it up 5-5. 26 seconds into the second quarter. Wow, a 3-horn goal for the Timbermen. Cullen and Morgan will return to the center dot. We are back to 5-on-5. They have had some extended battles. Let's see if someone can win it clean. Oh, yeah, Morgan pops it quickly to Tompkinson. Board thought about going straight to the net. Numbers were not there in his favor, so they handed off to Josh Gilray as Oshawa slowly completes their change. Here they go. Katoni isolated, now Andrioli with the pick. Katoni wants a shot but can't get one. Bingley was on the ground, and he is a little riled up. We'll see if he tries to take some revenge on somebody. No, he's going to just play a smart game, and there's a nice bounce shot, but it missed just wide. Got up and grazed the ceiling to go out of play. Peterborough has the ball. Zach Thompson into the offensive zone. Shoots. Penalty coming as Thompson was taken down. Trail official calling the check from behind. And the Timbermen have just scored a power play goal to tie it up 5-5. 1:08 into the second quarter. They will go back to the man advantage. So it's Thomas McDonald in the penalty box. Tompkinson and Board at the top again. Aki and Mandeville once again low on the penalty kill. Here's Rice. Looks to Woods when there's nothing else. No other options. Gets back to the righties. He receives the pass back from Chullen. Gets a screen, and the rip by Rice goes wide. Woods sprints in to try and get that ball, but it's going to be Nagy clamping down on it. The pass there and the big hit as Lyons was right on top of Board, but Board, very sturdy, withstands the contact, comes away and makes a nice safe pass up to Laskowitz, who will go into penalty kill mode. Here's Jeff McNulty back to Laskowitz. Starts to drive low, and a wall of red jerseys getting his way. He takes a shot. St. John gets away with maybe a bit of a tug there on the forecheck, and Lyman Beatty runs into the offensive zone, hands it off to Brian Rice. That's Jeff Roy, gets it back from Hartley, and Rice drags, goes to Woods at the top. Found a lane, got it through, but the foot save by Nagy. Line drive, one hop pass to McNulty, went behind him, couldn't handle it off the boards. Woods gets in position, he's got it, will sprint back up into the offensive zone. Big whack from Cecile. Well, he gets ahead of Cecile, but there are defenders back. Veltman will slide up to the top with Cecile on the penalty kill as DeBrone and Sear are down low. That rip from Jeff Roy gets wide. Didn't touch anybody, and it's Oshawa ball. They've got a man behind the play. Gilray couldn't catch the pass from Cecile. And here come the Timbermen the other way. Zach Thompson. He's got Woods trailing. Nobody open on the other side, so they're going to take their time and set up. Thompson goes behind the net after passing it to Woods. Here's Riley Thompson. It's down to Zach Thompson. Penalty is over. We're 5-on-5. Nolan sprinting towards the net. Peels back. Has Sear trailing. Rips it off the post. caroms out to Scotty Taylor, but it got away from him. But John Croak is there. He'll hand it off to Woods, set a pick on his way to the bench, and Peterborough goes back to the O. We're still at 5-5 with just over 11 to play in the half. Jeffroy backpedals. Big pick from Rice. And then DeBrone goes down after his own teammate ran into him. Tompkinson tripped over him. He's, just went off to the races, but Woods, nice little chop on the stick to slow things down. But Tompkinson still gets a shot off, beats Johnson partly, but Johnson got just enough to make it go wide. And now Peterborough has it. Jeff Geddes running over center, hands it off to Brian Rice. Rice looked to the bench. He'll go to the net instead. Misses wide. Mandeville. Aki running ahead of him, but good forecheck by Chullen to tie him up. Now Oshawa's going to have to slow it down. Josh Gilray is directing Mandeville to pop it out. They go to Gilmore. This is Katoni wearing his Panther City Lacrosse Club helmet. Katoni's stick breaks. He throws it, which is a penalty. You got to just drop that. You can't toss it. That's not a very safe play to hurl your broken tube of metal around the floor. Joe Hiltz is asking what the penalty is. They're going to say unsportsmanlike conduct. Hiltz disagrees. I think it makes sense. Don't want anybody getting impaled. So it's 5-5 with 10:19 to go in the half. Peterborough back to the power play where they have scored once or twice and given up a pair of goals. Jeffroy at the top is Rice over the shooter spot this time. Woods handcuffs Jeffroy, but it comes right to Rice. Thought he had a lane to the net, but he was facing his back to it, so he had to switch it up over to Woods. Tries to find a spot. He does. How do guys get that? That is a shooter's lane. I didn't see it. Woods got it through, but it's off the post, up out of play. Fresh 30, Timbermen. Hard rip by Chullen. Didn't touch anybody. And it will be Oshawa possession with a minute and a half to go in the penalty. Mandeville trots across center. Avoids the double team with the pass down low. Gage Board directing St. John to go into the corner, then gives them the ball. 15 on the shot clock. Five on the shot clock, so St. John tries to get to Laskowitz, misses off the boards, and Johnson, almost throws it away. Rice had to double clutch. That lets Mandeville get up checking on him at center, but Rice gets through it and will set up the power play. Rice gets it back from Riley Thompson. Give and go with Chullen, misses, and goes straight to Nagy, who's looking for the outlet. Board is there. He's got Tompkinson with him. Laskowitz is going to be the next guy off the bench. They're going to slow things down. 20 on the shot clock, 31 on the penalty. Bouncer up to Gilray. Five on the shot clock, so Laskowitz will look to get a shot off. Hard rip right into the belly pad. Grabbed by Zach Thompson. Hard forecheck pressure from Keegan White, but Thompson's able to run through it. Hits Woods, gets it back to him. He's on his offside. Tried to get the shot off. It just slipped away. Here comes Veltman. Player coming off the bench is a dangerous one, but he is nicely picked up by Lions. Sear, the trailer, though, gets a pass and a shot off. Here's Zach Thompson. Looks ahead. Decides it's not a wise play to pass it ahead and just runs it into the offensive zone. 8 minutes to go in the half. Still 5-5. We're back to even strength. Brian Rice in the corner. To Woods. Steps, shoots. Nice save. Nagy pounces on the rebound. Some forecheck pressure from Peterborough, but he's able to find the outlet pass. Aki tries to split the D. Does it, but without the ball. Bingley swats it ahead and up out of play. Right idea, just a little bit too much amplitude. And now here comes Oshawa. The shot by Laskowitz didn't get through. It's grabbed by Gilray, who flips it behind his back to St. John. St. John gets it back. Checked closely by Beattie. There's a man on the floor. It's Gilmore, penalty coming. And we'll sort it out when we come back from the officials' timeout with 7:23 to go into the half. Oshawa 5, Peterborough 5. I'm Stephen Stamp. This is the Arena Lacrosse League on JVI Sports Network.
Peterborough penalty to number 71, Carter Badour, 2 minutes for a legal cross-check. Time of the penalty, 7:37.
Well, I guess not Vincent Poulin. Maybe not Landon Kells because Calgary's in. Bucket. Yeah, they have. Wait, who else do they have? They have Drew Hutchison too, but he's still in school, so I don't know. They might.
I think we're going to be tough.
Might be not Ryan Masters. He's living down in London or something playing CB. I don't know.
I think it's going to be tough to start the season.
Could be. Oshawa starts their power play. Bragan Lions are high on the penalty kill. Borden and Casey Swamp are down low. Gilray pass. St. John goes backdoor. Laskowitz stopped by Johnson. Nice lateral movement by Johnson. Has to put the net back on its spot. St. John takes it from McNulty. Backdoor quick stick, and that never had a chance because Johnson was already on the post before the ball even got to Josh Gilray. He gets it back, though, goes behind the net. Here's St. John. Laskowitz. Oshawa just passing around the outside. They go behind the net to McNulty. St. John cuts the middle. Laskowitz on his offside. That one rolls away, and McNulty couldn't pick that up because he was in the crease. So it would have been a violation. So Peterborough was able to take the ball. And Lions, nice step back to get away from the check from DeBrone. And Lions into the penalty kill. He'll come near boards to us. Away from the bench side. Woods sees the wall of 4 blue jerseys. He's so quick it doesn't even intimidate him. Now he's double teamed by Nolan and Board. Tries to swim through them. Very close to a holding call. A rip by Aaron Woods. Goes off the post and somehow comes right up in front of us. If you thought that was going to hit you, me too. Rice has it. Peterborough with 37 left to kill on the illegal cross-check penalty to Carter Badour. Boy, Brian Rice is quick. Gage Board's quick too, but he has to react to what Rice is doing, and it is hard to stay with the Timberman captain. He gets it back from Hartley. 7 on the shot clock. He'll just lob it into the corner with about 4 on the shot clock, and here comes Oshawa back the other way to try and take advantage of the final 10 seconds now of their power play. Katoni has it. To Laskowitz. Probably not going to shoot now. Oh, they might. St. John shoots. It's up out of play, and they will get the ball back. Badour is released, but he's still trying to open the door. Swamp misses the loose ball. Rice doesn't, and he's taken off. It's a 3-on-1 for Peterborough. Rice just goes alone because nobody picks him up. Nagy gets just enough, reaches behind him, and grabs the ball before it can get dangerous. 4-second count on Nagy, who thought he'd stepped out of the crease. You can see him looking down and then looking at the ref saying, hey, I'm out of the crease, but the back foot, I think, was still in there. So Peterborough will get the ball with 5:04 to go in the half and a 5-5 game. Jeffroy. Says Chullen. Aki all over him. A pick coming from Bingley, and Aki just kind of blows it up. Jeffroy finds Chullen. 12 on the shot clock, and that shot, I think, was affected by the defender and missed by a mile. The outlet pass picked off by Chullen. Good for them because otherwise Will Cecile was off. There's a penalty coming now as Bingley is going after whoever it was that hit Jeffroy, knocked him down. Now Sear getting into it with John Croak. And Jeff Roy is on the floor by the bench. He's trying to get back to the Timberman bench, but he didn't make it. He is in substantial pain over there. Bingley. Actually, looks like it's Caleb Bingley who got tangled up afterwards. I think Jeff Roy is actually okay. He got up and has made his way back, but Bingley is down. The Timbermen will go to the power play, but they're going to have to wait until they can clear the floor.
Oshawa penalty to number 25, Chris Veltman, 2 minutes for roughing. Time of the penalty, 10:33.
So it's Veltman going off for roughing. Bingley is up and off the floor. He'll get his jersey and gear off so he can get checked out. It looks like it's down around the hip. He is in discomfort. Aki and Mandeville low again for Oshawa. Board and Tompkinson again, the high man on the penalty kill. Here's Rice. Goes over to Jeff Roy, who's back out. Gets it back from Hartley. Over to Woods. Cullen's the only one who hasn't touched it yet. He's slipping into the middle. The rip from Jeff Roy stopped by Nagy. Backpedals away from the net so it couldn't inadvertently drop in. Mandeville to Aki. He's just going to run through a check and make a 3-on-2. And Johnson forced to make a pretty big stop. There's the outlet pass from Bragg. Lyons hits Woods coming in. Hard twister. Nice save by Nagy. Again, some lovely passing in the transition game. Lyons to Bragg to Woods, but Nagy turns it aside. Double team for Aki. He runs through it. Boy, Jordan Aki having a solid game. Here's Gage Board. Minute 7 left on the Peterborough power play, so Oshawa in penalty kill mode with 10 on the shot clock. Katoni, he's thinking shot at this point. Trying to fight his way to the net. Good D by Peterborough, and Katoni's just going to have to, he rolls it away instead of putting it down, but gets away with it. Tell you, with the rule these days, that could have been called. Peterborough goes back to the man advantage. Woods. Back up to him. Peterborough perimeter passing for the time being. They start to move in. Rice slips in. Sets a pick. Jeff Roy back. Pedals to go to Woods. 4 on the shot clock. Rice rips one. It gets through. The rebound is loose. Cecile comes away with it. Has the ball stripped. Has his stick stripped. Great job by Thomas McDonald, to slide the stick over so Cecile's able to pick it up. You're not actually allowed to pick up a teammate's stick. You can't play with 2 sticks. That's illegal equipment. Sometimes you get away with it, but not a good idea to give it a go, especially with all the action down in that area. But Peterborough does get the ball on the battle along the boards, and they've got just a couple seconds left in the penalty. Here comes Veltman. Racing in, Hartley up top to Rice. Still 5-5, 2:22 to go in the half. Hard shot by Cullen, hit somebody in front and went well wide. Jeff Roy picks up the loose ball, 7 to shoot. Woods pops out, gets the ball, shoots around the screen, save Nagy. Will Cecile running up. John St. John giving him direction. Cecile again loses the stick. We're going to have a penalty to Peterborough. Illegal cross-check the call on Lyman Beatty. So the parade to the penalty box continues, and this time Oshawa will go to the man advantage with 1:58 to go in the half.
Peterborough penalty to number 15, Lyman Beatty, 2 minutes for illegal cross-check.
Bragg and Badur up high on the penalty kill. Borden and Lyons down low. That's Gilray to McNabb up to Laskowitz as their strong right for Oshawa. St. John's the shooter spot, and there's McNulty cutting from the crease up to the slot. Gilray finds St. John, 15 on the shot clock. Gilray rips it, stopped. Nicely picked up by Lyons. Shoveled ahead, Bragg all alone. Breakaway on Nagy. Nice arm save. Nagy throws it up as Bragg almost had him. And now Looked like Nagy was heading to the bench, and I don't understand why. He's asking. It's like, no, Lucas, just stay there. That pass doesn't connect. Lyons gets it. Calmly makes the pass ahead to Thompson. He has to play a little soccer, and then knocks the ball away, knocks the stick away from Sear. It's a 2-on-1. Oh, he finds his brother Riley, but Riley drops it. Veltman gets it, and here comes Katoni the other way. Board coming off the bench, or Gilmore coming off the bench to set a pick, but Katoni shot before it got there. Peterborough gets the ball, and Lyons steps across center. 42 to go in the period, and a couple seconds more than that on the penalty. Sear comes to pressure. Lyons protects, steps on the line. Just needs to get rid of that ball a bit quicker. And here's Nolan. Finds Laskowitz off the bench. Final 30 of the period. Now Nagy comes to the bench. And they're going to go 6-on-4. Nobody's staying back as an outlet, so see what Oshawa's plan is. It means they have to wait till the last few seconds before they shoot to be safe. No, Laskowitz is going to shoot with 7 to go for their. Oh, that one rolled past St. John for a moment. There's a chance right on top of the crease. The ball goes in, but Gilray, the ball may have even got in time, but Gilray had stepped in the crease, and the half will end. Oshawa 5, Peterborough 5. 2 seconds to go on the power play. So basically, we're going to be back to even strength for the second half. I'm Steven Stamp. This is the Arena Lacrosse League's final weekend of the season on JVI Sports Network. All right, lacrosse friends, we are ready to roll with quarter number 3 here in Arena Lacrosse League action of the final weekend of the East season here on JVI Sports Network. And with that face-off violation by Caleb Bingley, Oshawa will have the ball. Their power play ended. They only had 2 seconds left. Oh, and they throw it away for an over and back. Brad Lyons was going in. Mark DeBrone just stayed away from a delay of game by stepping back, but Lyons was surrounded, tosses it out. Niall Sear gets there, and Oshawa will have the first possession. But now Sear is swallowed up. Nice job to fight through and gets it to Laskowitz, who had 3 points in the first half to move him up to 56 and keep him tight with John St. John, his teammate, who has 58, and Aaron Woods now leading the league with 59 after his hat trick in the first half. Don't forget, though, it's not all going to be decided today. Will Sheehan started the day with 54, very close. He's been scoring a ton. And Scott Delzato is back a bit with Six Nations, but he has 2 games to play. He has a very real shot. Face saved by Nagy. He is fine as DeBrone picks it up. He's just going to adjust the hair and the helmet. DeBrone hands it off. Here's Jake McNabb. Finds Gilmore off the bench. Gets it over to Katoni. Things open up and he rips it and scores. Tate Katoni comes across the top. They leave him too much room. And he, with the hands free, just buries that one from the outside to make it 6-5 Oshawa, 1:17 into the third quarter. Katoni, a deadly sniper when you give him that kind of time and space. Will Cecile almost came up with the ball. Was checked up on by Thompson, or by Chapman, but it is Gage Board coming away with it.
26, Jake Katoni. Assists on the play to 33, Jake Gilmore, and 17, Jake McNabb. Time of the goal, 1:17.
That ball caromed off the post. Sorry for the delay. I'm waiting to hear all the announcements to keep track of the scoring race. McNabb, watched by Thompson. That's a big pick, and it will be called. Chapman will run up over center. McNabb all over him, but a nice little pick from Fred Hartley now. Veltman with all kinds of pressure. Chapman is knocked down. The ball pops loose. Veltman comes away with it. Niall Sear is going to shoot. Stopped there by Johnson. And Peterborough will come the other way. Swamp with the outlet. And Brian Rice sprints into the offensive zone. Pulls up, goes again. Hits the cutting Hartley. I thought for a second it was Woods. They both have those Capital Region Axeman helmets. Woods fighting forward in the corner. Gets it, comes out. Yeah, I don't like your chances if you let Aaron Woods get the ball on top of the crease. And he will tie it up with his 4th of the game, making it 6-6, 2:34 into the third quarter. And that gives him 60 points on the season and a 2-point lead atop the scoring race. Cullen and Morgan, who have had some terrific battles for faceoffs, but Morgan pops immediately on that. It comes out, although Morgan really won it, but Beatty comes away with it and runs ahead, gets to Zach Thompson. He drops the ball. Nagy will grab it with his free hand, pop it into the stick, and make the outlet pass to Veltman. Gets a little pick from Tompkinson. It ended, but he managed to get it across center. Here's Laskowitz taking the pass from McNulty. They hit the cutting McNulty, but his shot was well wide. Lyons gets it, calmly passes it across. A nice little fake by Bador. He'll change directions, and he gets towards the net, shoots, stopped by Nagy. That's a terrific play by Bador to create an opportunity. The nice work by DeBrone to just back into Bador and allow his goalkeeper, Lucas Nagy, to grab the loose ball. Thomas McDonald hands it off to St. John. Katoni finds Laskowitz. Go back door. Katoni has it. It's just a few on the shot clock. It's knocked loose. Casey Swamp goes after it. Tries to pick it up. I'm not sure why he wanted to pick that up with the shot clock about to expire. Would have had some free space. Laskowitz, here's the double team. Oh, Zach Thompson got it. Almost forced over and back. Ran himself into trouble, but flung it down into the corner. Woods gets it, dives. Tried the dunk attempt, but stepped into the crease. Oshawa possession. Here's Jordan Aki, draft pick of the Georgia Swarm, as was his backdoor teammate, Will Cecile. Aki, I believe a 3-time World Junior Championship gold medalist, if I recall correctly. Laskowitz's pass was effective, but it did get through to McNabb, who scores, just leans back, rips one overhand, and somehow squeezes it past Will Johnson just inside the far post. Oshawa goes back up 7-6. $10:38 to go here in the third.
Oshawa goal scored by number 17, Mike McNabb. Assists on the play to number 27, Laskowitz. Time of the goal, 4:22. And McNabb from Laskowitz.
A pretty extended officials discussion. I'm not sure what the topic is. Oh, I think the problem is the shot clocks. The one to our left was not working for a bit. The one to the right was. Now the one to the right is off, and the one to the left is working. So they've asked League President Paul St. John to unplug and replug in the shot clock. So the one to the right's working. Plugs this one back in. $10:38 to go in the third. 7-6 Oshawa. We are back underway. A little delay in the building. We'll dealt with some technical issues, but Oshawa will have the ball. Chris Veltman takes his time to get established with it. Finds Gilray off the bench over to Andrioli. Tony sprinting past him. A double screen on Chapman. They hand it off to Laskowitz. There's a sandwich pick on Thompson before. Or on Chapman. Yeah, it was Thompson. No, it was Chapman. Oh, Laskowitz, the low shot, but Johnson stops that one. Bingley runs out of the crease. Laskowitz right there. He kind of spun right into him, but managed to avoid that. Runs out of pressure and hands it off to Hartley. And that's going to be a penalty. Bingley was rammed into the Oshawa bench, and they're calling for the trainer once again. Oh, he pops up. He seems to be all right. It's always dangerous when you're right by the boards, by the bench, with that door that can be open. They're just completing a change. Hey, Paul, the 30s aren't working. Looks like we're just getting a possession call towards Peterborough. Joe Sullivan for Peterborough is disbelieving. Sullivan is saying, if the door is open and a player goes in, that's a 2-minute penalty unless they are actively completing a change. There's no call, but the Timbermen will have possession, trailing by 1. Hartley rips one from the outside. Nagy has no trouble with that. Jeffroy reached into the crease, but Nolan came up with it, and that is going to be just a possession call as DeBrone flattens Jeffroy from behind. Chullen comes in. We saw a lot of penalties in the first half. Here in the second, it looks like it's a bit of a free-for-all so far. Hartley, now there's a penalty coming in the middle as the hostilities continued. And Mikhail Chullen just running into everybody, taking some chops. The ball is incidentally with Jeffroy, and Nagy had to pay attention because he made that stop as Jeffroy, the seas parted, and he ripped it. And now a couple of Oshawa players going after Aaron Woods. Sear shoves Joel Wright. Wright pulled his stick away and drops it. And now there's another one coming. And Lucas Nagy is going to go to the bench and actually looks like he's just having a word with his teammates saying, guys, settle down. It's a close game. Let's not hand this away. There are 2 Oshawa players going to the box and Aaron Woods for Peterborough. So Sear and DeBrone, it looks like, for Oshawa. Woods for Peterborough. That'll make it a 5-on-4 advantage for Peterborough. Joe Hills is leaning out of the bench to share his thoughts on the situation with the officials. I don't think it's going to make a difference. So they're calling in the captains. Alternates Gage Board for Oshawa and Stephen Borden for Peterborough, getting the explanation. So it will be a 5-on-4 advantage for Peterborough. I think everyone's getting a minor. 2 for Oshawa, 1 for Peterborough. That gives them a bit of an edge. Peterborough's only sent 4 guys as Joe Sullivan was switching players. He can actually send somebody else out. Now he does. Jeffroy heads out. It'll be Veltman and Tompkinson at the top of the penalty kill. Aki and Mandeville as usual at the bottom. Here's Jeffroy. Back up to Rice. Hartley's the other lefty. Rice rips it and scores. Nice little pick by Mitchell Jeffroy to open some space. And Brian Rice absolutely labels that one just inside the post to tie it up 11 seconds into the power play. 7-7, 9:04 to go in the third quarter.
Peterborough Timbermen power play goal scored by number 24, Brian Rice. At goal unassisted, that was Rice. At
Will Cecile comes up with the loose ball off the faceoff, tries to make a pass. It gets away from him. Veltman will get it. Some pressure on him, but he finds Gage Board up the floor. Board runs out of traffic, hands it to Laskowitz. That's an over and back. Zach Tompkinson will start with it. Laskowitz gets up and checks on him. Those two having a bit of a chat. Thompson checking him. Laskowitz trying to get him. And there's now a penalty coming. Joel Wright. And then two Oshawa players go after the Timbermen on the floor. And that should, you would think, end their power play opportunity. Tompkinson was flattened. He is still having trouble getting up. So forget what I said about the free-for-all. We have plenty of penalties coming now. Joel Wright's already gone to the box. Woods and DeBrone were still in there from their offsetting minors from the last kerfuffle. Haven't seen who's going for Oshawa yet from this latest brouhaha. So we will recommence with 5-on-5 action after that little tussle as two players on each side have received penalties. For Peterborough is Joel Wright, number 9, getting an illegal cross-check call, and then Zach Thompson joining him for unsportsmanlike conduct. And for Oshawa, it will be Niall Sear, number 44, that you saw going after the Peterborough player on the ground. He gets 2 for unsportsmanlike, as does the goalie, Lucas Nagy. That will be served by Keegan White. So there'll be 3 players from each team in the penalty box. Woods and DeBrone, I think it was. It's been a while. We'll wait to come out after a stoppage after their 2 minutes are done, but we'll stay 5-on-5 as it is 7-7 with 8:38 to go. And the bench is getting the full explanation. Oshawa seems surprised that Sear is getting something. I thought it was fairly obvious, but I think we're ready to roll. Let's get this blown in.
Assistant coach / ref is getting in.
Oh my God. Sorry, I thought we might actually start playing. Sorry, I thought we might start playing. I wanted to explain everything. All right, everything has been sorted out. Everything has been explained to the coaches, and we're playing some lacrosse. Hartley gets checked. Nice job by Gage Board, who honestly has been one of the best players on the floor today. The ball goes out of play, and Will Cecile will sprint up through the check of Hartley and then bounce the pass over to Tate Katoni. Oshawa into the offensive zone. Katoni watched by Beattie. Slides into the check from Croak. They move it to the righties. Back across the floor. It's grabbed by St. John. Croak didn't see it. He could have picked it off. To be fair, his back was turned watching his check. Behind the back shot. Nice attempt by Gilray. It's stopped, but a fresh 30 as St. John comes up with it. He fights out of the corner. Down low. Oh, Gilray had some net to shoot at, but started to shoot before he caught the ball. Nice job by Rice to evade the crease. He is sprinting into the offensive zone. Oshawa gets some defenders out. Rice will check up. Veltman on him. Back near center. Behind the back pass was not near Chullen's stick. He tried to adjust, and Oshawa gets it. Here's McNabb. Thought they might have a break in transition, but wasn't there. St. John, little fake, runs into the slide help. Great slide by Todd Chapman. 12 on the shot clock. Oh, John St. John, backdoor quick stick. Nice pass from Luke Laskowitz, and the Outlaws go up by 1. Oshawa goes up 8-7 with 7:16 to go here in the third quarter. Joe Sullivan was irate that there was no call for some shenanigans post-goal. Another extended battle on the face-off, and Gage Board once again races in and gets that loose ball, runs across center, finds the outlet to Tompkinson, and heads to the bench. Shift after shift, Gage Board playing very well. Gilray flips over to St. John, who I'm not sure he was expecting it, but he prepared and caught it. Now he's going to the net, dives, shoots. That was stopped by Johnson. Ball's turned over. Laskowitz gets it. Katoni to St. John just completed it with Lyman Beatty. Pretty close pick coming from Katoni. Beatty is flattened, but no call. McNabb gets the pass. Croak on him. Behind the back shot, that's wide. That's going to get up out of play. And Peterborough will get the ball. And that will take us to the officials' timeout with 6:17 to go in the third. 8-7 Outlaws. I'm Steven Stampitz, JVI's presentation of the ALL. Did you stop already?
Alternative Savings and the ALL are excited to promote the second annual National Lacrosse League Alterna Cup competition this season. Canadian teams are competing in head-to-head matchups to capture the cup and be crowned the top Canadian team in the NLL. Check out NLL.com and alterna.ca for the up-to-date standings and schedule. Circle K and the Foster Active Kids program are proud sponsors of the Arena Lacrosse League and its Junior All program. You can purchase a Foster at your nearest Fiddler Hay store. Thank you, Foster Active Kids. And fans are reminded that post-game, the Timbermen will be coming back on the floor for a meet and greet to sign autographs and to pose their pictures. So hold on to those programs, the lineup sheets, and the picture rosters we picked up at the front door.
Peterborough with possessions. We're back underway in the third quarter. Woods was released from the box. Everyone's out of the penalty box, actually, as we have 6:05 to go. That pass to Chullen doesn't connect. Veltman all over him. Again all over him as Chullen gets the loose ball. Knocks it loose. It's picked up by Jeffroy. Tries to tuck it home, but stepped into the crease. And now a penalty coming. More players going to the box will be Aaron Woods and Oriel Mandeville with 5:58 to go for another couple of minutes apiece. He's getting chippy. Officials trying to keep things contained. Just think how this one could play out next week if Peterborough and Oshawa are playing again in the quarterfinals, which is very likely. Ball pops loose eventually. Johnson comes up with it, makes a short outlet. Lions. Wrong foot's Gilrain. Heads across center, hands it off to Fred Hartley. Hartley to right. He's going to look for the man off the bench. That's Caleb Bingley. He'll get an offensive shift with Woods sitting in the box. Trying to fight through Osborne. Pick from Chullen. Another pick. Backdoor. Nice finish. Great pass by Bingley. And Hartley makes him pay. Boy, Caleb Bingley doesn't get a lot of offensive shifts, but makes the most of that one to help tie things up 8-8 with 5:17 to play in the third. Chullen tried to pull it out, but it was Morgan that drew it back. Helmet got knocked down. He couldn't see, so he had to raise the face mask. But Oshawa holds on. Will Cecile feeds that one through to St. John. Andrioli along the half boards. It's McNulty quickly to Laskowitz. Hard rip by McNabb, stopped by Johnson. Andreoli's the first one there, but can't quite come up with it. It pops loose, and Rice doesn't pick it up now. A penalty coming. Didn't see who the call was. Oh, it's Carter Bador going to the box. So that'll put Oshawa to the power play. I actually thought the penalty was on Oshawa because it looked like it was called down as Oshawa was getting it, but I guess it was when Brian Rice went to pick up the ball. So Rice and Lions at the top, Swamp and Borden low, and the pickoff by Lions. Laskowitz heading back, gets it to Rice. Nice save by Nagy, and again, backpedals away so the ball can't drop out of his gear into the net. Great chance for Rice on a lovely pass by Brad Lyons. Rice is going to go for a break, and that'll bring Zach Thompson out to play at the top of the penalty kill. McNabb gets it back from Gilray. Laskowitz is at the top. He'll get the ball. St. John, underhand. Laskowitz, hard rip. It's wide. It's going to be an over and back. Little soccer dummy by Lucas Nagy. Looked like he was going to play the ball. Moved the stick in the last second, let it roll through, and Zach Thompson. Well, the stick getting up dangerously close to the face mask. That gets away from Chulin, but he tracks it down. Can't pick it up, though. And Thomas McDonald has the ball. Aki was there to be an outlet. McDonald said, no, I got room. I'll just run it up, hand it off to Katoni, who goes quickly to McNabb. Back to Katoni. Strong left, Oshawa. St. John to Katoni, rips it, scores! What a rocket from Tate Katoni. High to high, right in the corner. Power play goal makes it 9-8 Oshawa with 3:33 to go in the third. And the assist on that goal will move John St. John back into a tie with Aaron Woods at the top of the scoring race. To be fair, Woods has spent a good chunk of the third quarter in the penalty box. Morgan pulls it back to Veltman. Cecile gets into a bit of trouble, runs himself out quite adroitly, gets to development. Here's St. John again. Over to Gilray. Series of picks for Oshawa, but nothing really opening anybody up. Now they get a run through the middle of the shot from Laskowitz, stopped by Johnson. Croak takes the pass, hands it off to Woods. He is in some trouble and has to just roll it away. It's a turnover. Woods, who needed to stop up before center, but stepped across and immediately knew he was endangered. Here's Rice staying on top of Laskowitz. Backs off, pass to the far boards. Andreoli. Andreoli fighting his way through. Needs to move the ball, hands it off to Katoni. Down low, great pass. What a save by Johnson as Gilmore was right on top of the crease. Got the shot off, but Johnson couldn't be beaten. This time it's 9-8 with 2.5 to go in the quarter. Joel Wright takes the pass, heads for the corner, along the boards, tosses it back up to Riley Thompson. Peterborough still completing their change. Chullin's the last man out. Runs right in, sets a pick. Diving, Joel Wright. What a lovely goal. Joel Wright goes horizontal, extends the stick and tucks it past Nagy just inside the post to tie it up 9-9 with 2:09 to play in the third. What a back and forth game we've got going on here. Big collision. It's going to be Oshawa ball. Cecile driving to the net. Backs out, realizing there were a bunch of red shirts there. Doesn't have much help. Now Gilray's there. So it's all lefties on that one as Wright scores with assists from Brian Rice and Fred Hartley. There's a pick. St. John on the roll, gets to McNulty. Nice save by Johnson. It's grabbed by Todd Chapman in the crease. Runs through one check. Sprints past another. McNabb staying with him, so Todd Chapman will change direction and hand it off to Zach Thompson. Oshawa with all kinds of pressure high. Slow change. Woods takes that pass. Lobs it across. Chapman had stayed out. Goes past Riley Thompson to Hartley. Oh, he almost had Woods. It's just a little bit high for the scoring star. Backdoor quick stick attempt. Doesn't connect on the 30 will expire on the Timbermen. The ball was actually picked up. So Zach Thompson got a check-in on board who hands it off to Laskowitz.
Last minute of play in the third quarter.
Katoni finds Gilmore again on top of the crease. Again, Johnson with the save. Here comes Rice. He's got Lyman Beatty with him. Katoni has come back to play some D. They find Jeff Roy. He goes back to Rice. Chullen on the far side. Looked like he was thinking shot. Comes to Rice instead. There's the cut. Now he's got a good lane. That one's stopped by Nagy. Oh, what a finish. Aaron Woods swoops in to grab that ball. Nagy saying he's got possession. He clearly didn't because Woods scooped it out. And Aaron Woods is on fire today. That will put Peterborough up 10-9 with 31.6 to go here in the third quarter of Arena Lacrosse League East action on JVI Sports Network.
Peterborough Timbermen goal scored by number 7, Aaron Woods. Assist on the play to 24, Brian Rice, and 10, Miguel Chullen. Time of the goal, 15:29. That's Woods from Rice and Chullen.
Under 30 to go. There's only been a second difference between the shot and game clock, so Oshawa has pulled Nagy. They've got the extra attacker out. Joe Hiltz sharing his thoughts on what his team should do. Wants them to wait. 8 on the shot clock. Now they go. Gilray over to Katoni, rips one. Oh, the official takes that one. His crewmate goes to help out, and that leaves only one ref to deal with a bit of a tete-a-tete between Todd Chapman and John St. John. All right, Matt Chamois is back up and jogging towards the officials' booth. We take the third quarter break. It is 10-9 Peterborough. I'm Stephen Stamp. It's JVI presenting the ALL East. All right, we are just about set for quarter number 4. 15 minutes to decide a winner in this battle that will decide a range of 3rd to 7th place, depending on how other games play out in this Arena Lacrosse League East weekend. We'll just update you on the scoring race as we entered with Aaron Woods and John St. John tied atop the chart with 56 points each. Woods has 5 goals to give him 36 on the season and 61 points. He is now 1 ahead of John St. John, who has 2 goals and 2 assists to give him 60 points. And Luke Laskowitz, also with 5 points today, a goal and 4 assists, gives him 58. He's right in the mix. Don't forget, more games coming this weekend. Will Sheehan starting the weekend with 54. He and his Toronto Monarchs will play the Six Nations Snipers. Speaking of the Snipers, Scott Delzato with 49 points entering the weekend, and they have 2 games, Saturday and Sunday, and he's averaging 5 a game. So he is right in the thick of the race as well. Here's a backdoor pass. Doesn't quite connect with Keegan White. And Carter Bedore will lope across center floor. Hands off to Riley Thompson. Down to Brian Rice. Woods in the middle, little pick from Thompson. Comes to Bingley. He doesn't get it, but Woods does. And he scores. Oh, no, they're saying no. He got the shot off. It wound up in the net. But the referee right there, I think it hit the goalie, and he stepped in while it was trickling over. Katoni will rip from the other end. He misses. It comes straight to St. John. He's blocked out front as well. Aki has it. Here's a chance. Laskowitz, did he score? He did. Oh, sorry, that's Chino Andrioli with the goal to tie it up. A minute 12 into the fourth. We're back to level pegging, 10-10. Cullen and Morgan, another extended battle. Nice job by Morgan. Pulls it out to Veltman. Oh, there's a chance for Gilray. But he stepped in the crease, and now penalty coming. And on that goal by Andrioli, St. John and Laskowitz get the assists. So we've got 61 points for Aaron Woods, 61 points for John St. John, and 59 for Laskowitz. 5 and 5 each for Woods and St. John today. Laskowitz has 6 already. And he'll start with the ball at the top on the power play. It's a slashing call on Taylor. Bit of a switch for Peterborough. No, they've had this before. It's Badur and Lyons at the top, Borden and Swamp Low. Here's Lyons taking the outlet pass. Steps across center, is able to run past Thomas McDonald. Tries to hit a cutter. It was Fred Hartley coming from the bench. Didn't quite get there, and here comes Oshawa the other way. Mark DeBrone. Throws it to Sear, who is turning aside, and that'll be an easy turnover. Carter Badur comes across center, hands it off to Aaron Woods. Got a man behind him. Here's Aki coming. Gets through that, gets through the pick. Oh, nice pick. This is a really nice pick by Chullen to open up a lane to shoot for Aaron Woods, but he missed the net. Board comes ahead, gives it off to Laskowitz. 1 minute to go in the penalty. Laskowitz, after the hidden ball trick, now does give it to Katoni, who gets it back from St. John, now goes to Laskowitz. They're strong right, so Laskowitz comes up top. St. John, back to Laskowitz. Wants to rip, he does. That one goes wide. May have been tipped. Looked like it was tipped on the way. McNabb late in the shot clock. Johnson makes the save and corrals the rebound. Doesn't have much of an outlet. He's got about 2 seconds to get it up there. What a passing catch. Riley Thompson, great job to make himself available and then to go up and get that ball. And Peterborough able to kill some time. So about 11 seconds more on the penalty than on the shot clock for them. So they'll kill what they can, try and get a reset. Right, watched by Sear. Shovel pass gets away. And off to the races. Tate Katoni all alone. Scores! Johnson stayed with him for a bit, but Katoni was patient on his offside. Drops one into the far, just inside the post. And that power play goal, the hat trick for Katoni.
Oshawa goal scored by number 26, Tate Katoni. That goal was unassisted. Time of goal, 3:16.
So that one's 3:16 into the fourth quarter, pushing Oshawa back up, 11-10. Morgan clamps, pulls it out, Tompkinson in. Nice job to flip it to Veltman. He gets it across the board, and that is how the ball team is supposed to work. McNulty looking for some help, gets to McNabb. He rips one, saved by Johnson. Andrioli gets a shot off, but Bingley flattened him. Bingley comes away with the ball. He rolls it ahead to Chapman. Chapman's knocked down. Or sorry, that's Joel, right? Yeah, it is Chapman. And now Bingley's on the floor. He has his helmet partly off. The trainer has come out. He's holding his face. Officials having a chat. They didn't see anything. Bingley is up and okay, heading over to the bench. St. John will start with possession. Little pick. Katoni rips one just wide. He knew he had a chance because there was a little space between Johnson and the post. I guess that touched Johnson because it went up and hit one of the lights coming down from the ceiling, and Oshawa is getting the ball back. St. John to Katoni. Gilmore sets a pick. They fight through it. Nice D. Oh, but Katoni has a little space on the switch, rips a sidearm shot just inside the far post. His fourth of the day. Makes it 12-10 Oshawa, 4:13 into the fourth.
Tonight's winning 50-50 number is 4140135. That number again, 4140135.
Zach Thompson came away with it off the faceoff, got knocked free, and Chullen will step over center, hands it off to Bingley, who's back out. Takes a chop, checks to make sure he still got it. He does, goes to Woods. Fred Hartley slips underneath, but Cecile strips it. Peterborough's bench wants a call. There may have been some contact to the face. Laskowitz has it. Have yet to get the, here we go.
Number 26, Kate Katoni, that goal unassisted. Time of the goal, 4:13.
Unassisted goal officially right now. Brian Rice is up the floor, and Croak didn't realize it. By the time he does, tries to make the pass. Andrioli gets in the way and blocks it, and then Croak turns it over to Mark DeBrone. Well, that's a tough break for the Timbermen because Brian Rice, one of their top scoring threats, was all alone, having released and gotten up the floor. Katoni's feeling it. You can tell he's looking for a shot, but he gives it off to Andrioli. There's St. John. Back door, Laskowitz stopped on the quick stick attempt as Johnson came across. It'll be a fresh 30 when Jake McNabb picks this one up after it caroms off the backboards. He's in no hurry to pick it up. Now he'll go. Bedore goes to pick him up. St. John. Tony to St. John. Nice stop, Johnson. Geddes sprinting out. It's a 3-on-2. They're all lefties, so Geddes will shoot himself. Stopped by Nagy, but Geddes gets it back. He's banged into the boards by Nolan. Landed in the crease as he fell, his arm on the crease line, and Oshawa will get the ball the other way. Niall Sear on the run. Finds Laskowitz off the bench. McDonald thought about it. He does get the pass from Laskowitz. And now Laskowitz pointing over to the righties. They go to Gilmore instead. He'll get it back from Laskowitz as McNulty's there for the pick. Now he gets the pass off the roll. McNabb, a little shovel shot, missed. Here's the outlet pass. Todd Chapman shoots, saved by Nagy. Chapman tries to get it, but Nagy's got it, makes the outlet pass. Gilmore steps back. He just made it across the line. I'm not sure how that was 8 seconds. May not have been reset. Here's Laskowitz. That pass tips off the top of McNabb's stick and out of play. Peterborough's going to get the ball. Borden will start immediately ahead to Lyons. Veltman there to pressure him. Lyons heading towards the bench for his help. Oh, shovels it to Jeffroy, but got away. It's grabbed there. I think that's Stephen Borden. Oh, that's Chullen. It was Borden before. What a play by him. Then Rice down low. Great play. Rice finds Mitchell Jeffroy. His sidearm sweep shot bounces home past Nagy. It's 12-11. 7 minutes and 20 seconds into the fourth. Timbermen back within one.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a winner of the 2023 season ticket giveaway. Congratulations to Haley Jacko. Haley, if you could visit Taya at the front door, and she'll give you your prize.
Morgan came away with the ball, but he's stripped by Taylor. It's knocked loose. Cecile with all kinds of pressure on Cullen, but he does manage to get it ahead to Zach Thompson. Pressure on him. Peterborough not giving him much help. He is surrounded. Taylor comes in. Zach Thompson fights his way through. And we'll slow things down. They've got just 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Backdoor. Oh, my. What a finish. Caleb Bingley lobs it across, and Fred Hartley bangs it home to tie things up. Back-to-back goals quickly for the Timbermen. And with 7:11 to go in the fourth, we're back at knotted up at 12-12. This is quite a game. We've seen a number of face-off men in this game, but it has been Morgan versus Cullen for this entire second half. And we're going to have a face-off violation. Somebody went in early. It was somebody from Oshawa. So Peterborough will have the ball when we start up the final stretch of quarter number 4. I'm Stephen Stamp. This is the ALL on JVI. Right?
And hold on to your lineup sheets and your future rosters that you picked up upon entrance, and join us on the floor after the game for autographs.
Yeah, it is real good.
Oh, it's completely packed.
Yeah. Best crowd I've seen all year.
Yes.
Can't pick it up anyway, right? The Timbermen in the corner. Joe was so happy because they did that.
Even behind the bench,
Yeah.
the sponsor names on it.
We expected nothing less, as this game has been tight throughout, fiercely contested, and they've got back to really just playing lacrosse. There's an illegal pick, and Oshawa will get the ball with the score 12-12 with 7 minutes to play in the fourth quarter of this final regular season game of the ALL East season for Oshawa and Peterborough. Nice give and go, but Katoni just missed on the pass. Croak tapped it behind him to Thompson, but got away. It gets up out of play, and it'll be Oshawa possession. It was off of Peterborough. Got out of play, fresh 30. St. John behind the net. Hits McNabb, saved by Johnson. It's picked up and banged home. Josh Gilray pulls that one off the goalie and tucks it home to make it 13-12 Oshawa. Morgan pulls it back through his legs once again. Cecile grabs it and nicely shovels it ahead. Board is under some pressure, but Cecile's there for the outlet. Great job by this Oshawa ball team on the faceoffs.
Oshawa goal scored by number 14, Josh Gilray. Assists on the play to 7, John St. John, and 17, Jake McNabb.
So Jake McNabb gets the assist. They announced them backwards. They announced St. John first and McNabb second. McNabb had the primary because it was his shot, but St. John had passed it to him, which means St. John pulls ahead in the scoring race with 62 points, one ahead of Aaron Woods. There's a chance for Cullen, gets away from him, he tracks it down, swims out, tries to hit the cutter, he does, but nice job by Nagy to take it away from Riley Thompson. Here comes McDonald. Fakes the pass and runs over center. Watched there by Lyons. Peterborough pressing out on their D. Chapman and Lyons both above the restraining line for a while. Here's McNabb. Little pick from Gilray. Gilmore gets a pick and a big one from Andreoli. Bador tried to grab it. It just got away from him. Keegan White's battling, but Bador comes up with it, holds it in one hand, protects it. Nice job to get it out to Zach Thompson for the clear. Penalty coming to Oshawa. That's going to be over and back. It's a slashing call to Keegan White behind the play. Not the kind of penalty you want to take. I don't think Oshawa likes the call, but to be fair, there's been a lot of calls like that made throughout this game. So Peterborough goes to the power play. Tompkinson and Board will be the high men on the penalty kill. Aki and Mandeville once again the low guys. Strong left Peterborough was race at the top. That's Woods getting it back from Chullen. Over to Riley Thompson. Hartley's low. Back and forth. Now Woods has a chance. Shot stopped. Comes through behind Nagy, but Mandeville was there to grab it. He gets it up to Board. Steps across center. Sees the double team coming, so just sprints down behind the net. Thought he dropped the ball. It was actually just somebody's tape had fallen. Actually, I think it was Brian Rice's knee wrap that came off. He was going so fast, he ran right out of part of it. Board has it. He's allowed to go right to the net, and Johnson faces the naked shooter and makes the save, and then says to his guys, play a little D, but they're okay. And Peterborough goes back to the power play, trailing by 1, 4:22 to play. Rice gets it at the top. Rips one. Comes out almost to Chullen, but he can't quite handle it. Nagy, thinking about the long outlet, makes the short one instead. Jordan Aki will run across center, hand it off to Veltman. Lobs it to Katoni, who has 4 goals. He's been on fire late in this game. Croak and Woods on the double team. Katoni had it, but it gets it stripped. It's going to roll in. Katoni picks it up from the crease as none of the Timbermen grabbed it, and he actually got a shot off, but Johnson made the save. 18 on the power play. Woods slowing down at the restraining line. We'll see if they have a go here. They're taking their time, and it's down to 10 seconds. They may just be waiting. Hartley to Rice. Huge pick. And Rice throws it into the net after, but he was already winding up as the whistle went. So good non-call on the delay of game or unsportsmanlike for shooting late, because he was already in his motion. To be fair to Nagy, I think he was stopping playing because the whistle went as Rice took that shot. Here's McNabb with it. Penalty's over. We're into the final 3 minutes. Oshawa up by 1, 13-12. McNabb spins to Laskowitz. Feeds it through. It doesn't get there. St. John, he went through the crease. He can't play it. The 30 is going to expire anyway. Geddes with it. 2:48 to play. Johnson's not making any move towards the bench yet. Plenty of time and just a 1-goal lead. Here's Woods. Tries to duck underneath Mandeville. Great recovery by Mandeville to take the lane away. Riley Thompson checked by Aki. Good defensive plays by Oshawa, and they'll be rewarded with the ball. This is Mandeville. Gets over center. Trail check coming from Woods. Mandeville fights through that. Gets out of trouble and hands it off to Laskowitz. Big play by Oriel Mandeville. Oshawa with the slow change. I think they're okay with that. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Keegan White left it there for Laskowitz. Trying to set a pick. Lyons slides out on him. They go backdoor attempt. Quicks doesn't connect. The 30 expires. Peterborough has it. Under 2 now. Now we'll watch Johnson. He takes a peek up, looks to the bench. No indication. They're just going to go ahead and play 5-on-5 for one more shift, and then they'll clearly pull him next time. Veltman pinning Bingley along the boards. He tries to fight out, reverses direction, gets a bit of a pick from Hartley to spring him up to Thompson. Now Johnson's coming. There's a penalty to Oshawa.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have 4 free Toronto Rock tickets for tonight's game, I believe. If you are interested in them, head over to see Taya at the front door. First come, first served. 4 tickets for Toronto Rock.
So it's Chris Veltman taking the illegal cross-check call with 1:29 to go. His Oshawa Outlaws lead 13-12. So Johnson will stay put in his crease, and Peterborough is on the man advantage. Rice over to Woods. Woods already has 5 goals. Might be wanting to get hit to him, but Rice rips one. It's a little wide. It's grabbed by Gage Board. Goes to the net, hits the trailer. Tompkinson swallowed up, and Peterborough's going to get it back. Here comes Lyon. Hands it off to Rice and goes to the net to set a pick. Oh, the pass across to the man on the crease didn't connect. It's knocked down. Oshawa gets it. They have to just lob it down the floor as they were running out of time on the 8-second count. And Peterborough, with 47 seconds to go, will set up once again on the power play. Johnson staying in his crease, at the edge of his crease. And Peterborough's going to take a timeout with 39.7 seconds to go. And I just missed how long there was on the 30. I think it's about 24 seconds. Oh, what a game. So just to recap, Peterborough, if they can come back and win this game, and Paris loses, they will finish third. Oshawa, if they hold on and win, will assure themselves of not being in that 5-6 spot because they have the tiebreaker on Toronto and St. Catharines, who could only move up and get even with them. But because Peterborough won their game against Oshawa by 2 goals, that would mean the Timbermen would stay in 4th, and Oshawa would be 5th. So they would play again. If the score stays the way it is, these teams will meet again next week in the 4-5 game at the Brampton Memorial Arena. Will Johnson has gone to the bench. Peterborough has 6 attackers. They're going 6-on-4. Doesn't mean they have to wait till the end. They can attack whenever they want. Really doesn't matter. No, even if they give up another goal, Peterborough would get 4th if Oshawa wins by 2 because they have a better goal differential. There's a shot. Stopped by Nagy. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Maybe it didn't get through. Bingley rips one. The 30 expires. Oshawa has the ball. 19 seconds left. Oh, what a move. Jordan Aki sprints into the offensive zone, gets away from the check by Lions, gives it off to Board. And Oshawa is going to take a timeout with 9.2 seconds left and the ball, possession of the ball in the offensive zone. So the options here for Peterborough are limited. I mean, you can pull your goalie so that you have the extra attacker, but Oshawa is like 5 steps away from the net. It's probably pretty easy for them to put one in. So you're going to have to just pressure. Hope you can get a turnover. Not great opportunities for Peterborough at this point. Go check out arenalacrosseleague.ca or .com. I actually can't remember. But check out the Arena Lacrosse League website. You can go to the JVI Sports Network YouTube page, check out all the games from this weekend that will decide what the matchups are in the playoffs next weekend at Brampton's Memorial Arena. And if you're anywhere near the area, I suggest getting down and catching some exciting Arena Lacrosse League action. The 6 versus 7 game will be Saturday. The 3 versus the winner of that and the 4-5 will be Sunday. And Oshawa, Tate Katoni has it. He's just going to protect the ball. The final seconds will tick away. And the Oshawa Outlaws will win the game by a goal. They'll finish 5th. The Peterborough Timbermen will finish 4th, and everything else will be decided with the rest of the games in this final weekend of the Arena Lacrosse League East season. I'm Stephen Stamp. Thanks for being with us. This is ALL on the JVI Sports Network.